In the news, Bandits released 28 students of Bethel High School after 50 million naira ransom hold back 87 others. President Said fires Prime Minister Michichi, lifts immunity on parliament members. Naira exchanges for 503 to a dollar at parallel market. And to Olympics, Adam Peaty makes swimming history, wins Great Britain's first gold of games. Details coming up shortly. This is TOS Television, your digital first Pan-African news network. I am Merciful Ajinomo, and you're watching TOS News 360. 28 out of the 121 kidnapped students of Bethel Baptist High School in Kaduna, who were abducted from their school on July 5, 2021, were released on Sunday after spending 20 days in Bandits' den. It was gathered that the students were released after 15 million naira ransom was paid to the kidnappers. While 28 students have been released, the Nigerian Baptist Convention said 87 students are still being held back by the bandits. Armed bandits abducted at least 50 travelers on Sunday along the Sokoto-Gusau Road. Although an official of the Sokoto government who confirmed the abductions did not state the numbers of victims, a witness said over 50 people were kidnapped during the operation. According to some sources, most of those abducted were boarding buses belonging to the State Transport Authority, known as PORA. The All Progressives Congress has won all the 20 chairmanship seats in the Ogun State local government elections, which took place on Saturday. The chairman of the Ogun State Independent Electoral Commission, Babatunde Osibodu, announced the election result in Abeokuta on Sunday. He said a total of 396,641 votes were cast in the chairmanship elections in the 20 local government areas. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi Kanu's trial faces setback as failure on the part of men of Nigeria's Department of State Security Services to produce the IPOB leader in court forced the judge to move for adjournment until October 21st. The State Security Service failed to produce Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, for a scheduled trial at the Federal High Court in Abuja on Monday. The trial judge Binta Nyako explained that the trial was stalled not just because of Kanu's absence, but also because the court judge's vacation started on Monday. This is your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television, and you're watching News 360. More stories after the break. Do stay. Welcome back. And now to Africa. President Kais Saied of Tunisia on Sunday fired the country's Prime Minister Michichi and stopped parliament's operations following violent protests over the country's political and economic crisis. President Kais Saied also lifted the immunity of all parliament members and said he would name a new prime minister in the coming hours to bring calm to the country. He used a special constitutional measure allowing him to assume executive power and freeze parliament for an unspecified period of time until normal institutional workings can be restored. A top Chinese diplomat took a confrontational tone on Monday in rare high-level talks with the United States, accusing it of creating an imaginary enemy to divert attention from domestic problems and suppress China. There were no specific outcomes agreed, and the prospect of a meeting between U.S. President Joe Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping was not discussed, senior U.S. administration officials said, following talks that lasted about 4 hours. And talking business, the Bureau de Change operators revealed the Naira on Friday exchanged at 503 to $1 at the parallel market on Friday. The Naira had earlier traded at 504 per dollar earlier in July, according to figures obtained from NightBDCS.com. The official website for the licensed BDCs by the Central Bank of Nigeria showed that the Naira was bought and sold for 502 and 503.5 on Friday. Meanwhile, on the CBN's website, the banking regulator maintained the official rate of the Naira to the dollar at 410.18 per dollar. At the investors and exporter forex window, the Naira hit a high of 412.25 but closed at 411.50. And to entertainment, Esther Benyongo emerged the winner of Season 3 of the Nigerian musical talent competition, The Voice Nigeria, on Saturday, 24th July 2021. After 18 weeks of breathtaking performance, she gained the highest number of votes to beat out the other top 5 talents to walk home with the converted Prizes, including a cash reward of 10 million naira, an SUV, and a recording contract from Universal Music Group. And talking sports, Adam Peaty made history again as a power to 100-meter breaststroke gold in Tokyo to become the first British swimmer to defend an Olympic title on Monday. The world record holder blew away the competition to win Britain's first gold medal of the Games. Peaty took the lead at 25-meter, held it at the turn, and by the last 25-meter, the only question was whether he could catch his own world and Olympics record. From start to finish, it was a perfectly executed swim by Peaty, as he finished in a time of 57.37 seconds, which was the 5th fastest time in history, 6/10 clear of the field. And that is TOS News 360 on your digital first Pan-African news network. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Follow and like TOS Television Network on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. Stay with us and enjoy more programs on the network. I am Merciful Ajinomo. Thank you for watching.